Okay, this last exercise in our reboot is actually one of my favorite, and frankly, if you can't find time to fit this into your day every day, you are really doing yourself a disservice. What we're going to be working on is what we call a bolstered psoas release. So our psoas muscles, a lot of times we think about being really related to only our hip flexor, but actually what they do is they do attach down on our legs, but they're not so much responsible for hip flexion as they are controlling more of our thoracic and up into our ribs. They actually have connection points to different parts of the lower ribs. And when they are super tight, let me turn sideways for you, they cause that rib lifting, and sometimes it's hard for us to kind of get those ribs to release back down because of those psoas muscles being so tight. So, and especially this is one thing, if we're standing around like this all the time, then actually our psoas muscles get used to being in this position and are going to want to hold us here. And so what we need to do is we need to teach them how to release and relax so we can drop those ribs and bring them down more into a better aligned position. So we're going to use a bolstered psoas release to do this. Now, first of all, I'm going to use this fancy bolster because it's what I have. If you want to get one of these, they're pretty cheap through Amazon. There's a place called Yoga Direct that usually has some pretty good deals. But don't feel like you need to have one of these. You can use a stack of pillows, stacks of cushion. If you have a sleeping bag that you can get out of storage, those work well too. So you just need something that is soft and has a little bit of height to it. So what you're going to do to start with, I'm going to lay this on the ground. And then I want you to find kind of your bra area here. Okay? Oh, there, see, I'm going to need to use that. Can you come over here while I do it? Thank you. So find your bra area, and then I want you to come back so that just that bra area is on the mat, or is on the bolster, because you're going to want to let these lower ribs be able to kind of melt and fall towards the ground. Now, some people might be good enough right here. Okay? Again, you may need to bolster yourself up. Remember when we did that test when we were doing the hamstring stretches of lifting up and seeing where your lower ribs hit? So that's really a kind of a clear case of where you need to bolster. So some of us may not need to be as high as others, but for the release, you can kind of get up high. And hamstrings should be on the ground. I like to go ahead and put another block. You put a rolled yoga mat. I use the half dome here under my feet. And literally what you're going to do is lie here. As you lie here, what we're hoping and what should happen over time is that these ribs, the back of your ribs, should start sinking down towards the ground. Okay? That's your psoas releasing. It's releasing from this position way up here to start coming down and releasing to let those ribs drop. Sorry, my daughter's playing with us too. So literally on this one, most of the exercises we do are 30-60 seconds. This one I want you to sit into for 5 minutes or more. I usually do this one. You can do it while you're reading. Just, don't drop it on your face. I've actually done that before. Really what I do with this one a lot of times is if we're watching TV, or again, my poor husband, you can tell we have a really weird relationship. He's used to me doing these things, but watching TV is a really great way to do it. You can actually combine this one with the strap stretch. And my strap's over there, but pretend you have it so you can release a little bit while you're doing that strap stretch as well. So that's it. So again, this is one I really like to do at the end of the day when I can. It's one of the most beneficial stretches I've found so far, especially if you are a person that is suffering from a diastasis. A lot of times that's from that ribs being so sheared out front, and so something like this psoas release can really be beneficial in allowing those ribs to come closer to your hips, letting that psoas release, and then that in turn is going to not put the same stretch and stuff on that core as you've been used to. So that's it. Take a little nap here. If you have your baby, just put your baby right here on you and cuddle and love and let yourself release. So one thing I miss about little ones. But enjoy that time. You could even do laid back nursing right here. That's it. Let me know if you have questions. Bye.